Last week, I was meeting with a client of mine. He's a successful business owner, and he asked me to do him a favor. This is the most commonly requested one by my clients. He explained that it was about his son. He's 15 years old and has started working in the produce department at Sobeys. So he asked me, can you set him up to start investing and explain the basics to him? You see, this is the number one request from our clients. Our clients are successful. They've learned how to save and accumulate wealth, and they want to instill these lessons to their children and often grandchildren. As you're aware, there's a real issue with the educational system in Canada. The important fundamentals of finances are not taught in school, and it's up to us as parents, family members, and leaders in the community to teach our children these fundamentals. So I've created this video series to accomplish exactly this goal. If you're looking for a refresher on the fundamentals of wealth creation, or you want to help someone else learn, this video series will do just that. I've taken my over 20 years experience in the investment industry, combined with thousands of hours of educational courses, and condensed it down to this series of short videos. If you follow these fundamental principles, over time you'll accumulate enough wealth to be independently wealthy. That is, enough of your own money that you don't have to worry about losing your job or relying on the employer or the government to bail you out in the event of a job loss or a financial hiccup. The principles here do not change over time. That's why they're fundamental principles. They've been around since currency was created. There's a quote from Darren Hardy, who is the author of The Compound Effect, and it's one of my favorites. Results are a natural consequence of simple disciplines applied over time. I'll say that again in another way. You'll always get a result. It's inevitable. Doing anything consistently over and over again, over time, will create a result. For instance, if you spend your money every time you get paid, whether it's buying a coffee at Tim Hortons or a Frappuccino at Starbucks, the result will be that you'll always be broke. And in fact, the wealthiest you'll ever feel is when you were 15 with that first job, buying those smoothies and making it rain. But once you get started with that habit, it may lock you in for life. On the other hand, if you follow the principles we lay out here, over time, the natural consequence is a financial buffer and wealth that will allow you to choose what you want to do for work or choose to work at all. The first principle is simple. You may have heard it before. It's called pay yourself first. Before we talk about what to invest in, the first discipline you need is to systematically and automatically set aside money every single time you get paid. This money is for you, not for you to buy dinner, new clothes, or a new phone, but for your future, for your security and your wealth creation. You're paying yourself, and then you're paying others. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful, wealthiest individuals of our time, puts much of his success down to having good habits. He's quoted as saying, "The biggest mistake is not learning the habit of saving properly. You do not save what is left after you spend. Instead, you spend what is left after you save. You save first, you pay yourself first, and then you spend what's left." The most important thing in this fundamental principle of paying yourself first is making your savings automatic and easy. So if you get paid every 2 weeks, then on payday, you pay yourself first. You can transfer money that day to an investment account, just like paying a bill. Or even better, get your financial institution to pull the money the day you get paid, so you can never be too busy and forget. So when is the best time to get started? Well, there's an ancient Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. So here's your follow-up work. Simply calculate what you're getting paid today and set your goal. My recommendation is for 10% as a minimum, and for a long-term sustainable number, it's 20%. Now, depending on your scenario, for instance, my eldest daughter, who's a teenager and has very little mandatory expense, she has a goal of saving 50%. No matter what your situation, the key thing is to get started now and get that habit going. Start at 10%, 5%, or 2% and build towards the goal of 20%. The next module, we're going to talk about the number one false information that banks have been telling generations of people for years. It's a big lie, so you aren't going to want to miss it. Don't be led astray like the majority of other Canadians. Learn these principles to grow your nest egg. If you haven't already gotten started, then contact our office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks very much and have a great day.